Macy here. The first
Camera's rolling.
couple questions.
Ready to do a close-up photo?
She did this one time. Channel 7 came here and did her years ago.
You're kidding.
And what was that for? Something.
Mikey did that.
Yeah, Mikey sent a letter into the editor, like, you know, thing you should interview.
Yep.
And remember that Irish Joe? The Irish Joe, yeah.
Okay, well, this is one thing too.
No,
You're gonna
no,
cut
no,
the
no,
answer
no,
short.
no, no.
There you go. Whatever you're most
All right, I'm Katie Crissy.
And I'm Jim Crissy.
Originally from
Originally.
the Philadelphia area, outside Haverford, Villanova,
Okay.
that area.
And we've been down here for what, 40 years?
Our Father's House Soup Kitchen is devoted to feeding the homeless and the people that are in dire straits outside that need our help. Hot meal, a bag to go, clothes, hygiene products.
And we take them to the hospital when they have to go.
Yeah.
And we did that last week.
I think, you know, things that come through, people come through and they go, oh goodness, thank goodness you're here, I don't have to dumpster dive today. Or that lady was in here the other day and she said, oh, I'm so happy, I'm full, I have a good meal to eat. It just makes you feel good when you help people like that. So.
What would you say it would be? Age group 21 to 70 years old. All colors, all religious convictions. And the sad thing is veterans. They say we have 60% of our population stands out front of the day as veterans. We have story after story after story. We always tell a story about this one person who graduated from a noted prep school in Dade County and went to one of the elite universities in the South. Not like it was Duke University. But things happen and he's our guest.
But there's families, mothers, children. Yesterday we had a girl that came in. She was 5 months pregnant with twin girls, and she had a son too. And I was trying to find her place to go because she was going to be homeless. They were throwing her out of her apartment. But homelessness affects everyone. It doesn't matter if you're. We see them come in here at 17 years old, right straight out of jail, or there's a man in here that comes and he's 90, Charles, and there's mothers and babies and children, and all we're non-denominational, so it covers everyone. They don't discriminate. All right, well, we heard about the soup kitchen about 20 years ago. We went to St. Andrew's Church in Coral Springs, and there was a little article in the bulletin about they needed volunteers. So my mother and I came over, and Jimmy was alive then, and he brought us right in and put us right to work, and that was 20 years ago. And I've been volunteering ever since. My mother's passed away. So it's been basically 20 years that I've been with the kitchen.
Well, it wasn't by choice. It was, I would say, 10, 12 years ago. With Jimmy, no, Jimmy was still alive, so now about 18 years ago, that I would stop over only on occasion when I was dragged here. And mostly it was on a Saturday. And I remember I didn't have a choice. When I pulled up here, I was only going to stay for 15 minutes. I stayed for 4 to 5 hours. And the fellow, the founder of this place, Jimmy Bottano, he was running around like a chicken without his head on. And he asked me if I would help him for 10 minutes going over to the hall. I said, what is the hall? There's a hall in Broward County. It's within 2 miles of here. It's where a lot of the less fortunate people live. Anyway, he threw sausage, chicken, canned goods, toys in the back of got an old Suburban, and went over to this place called the hall. And the first place that I encountered was this Haitian lady that had 5 children and not a lick of furniture in her house. And I know that because Jimmy went to the door. He wanted me to come in. I wouldn't. I just like checking out the neighborhood. And I saw sadness. I mean, this little Haitian boy was so beautiful. He was out playing. We gave him Jimmy gave him a soccer ball, and he's outside kicking it. And my shocker was I looked over the home, and off to the east you could see the horizons of the condominiums in Pompano Beach. And the second house he took me to was an old fellow. It was a druggie that was a shock in my life because I never experienced. I lived in a cocoon in Coral Springs. I never saw this. And the third place you went to, they were prostitutes and dopers. And just like, oh my Lord. After that, the last place we went to, I would call it a piazza if you ever went to Italy. The little center of town where Jimmy pulled up the truck, or my van, and the people came out of their homes, and he formed a circle. And I was standoffish. I was so taken back by this. And I remember they said a prayer, and they would line up, and he'd give them bags of food as much as he could. It was empty, and say goodbye. And I said, when I went home, I remember telling my friends, like, I don't believe this. People out there, you know, they don't know. It's all something so new to me. And before I knew it, then I'd come over again and help Katie on a Saturday. She was here all the time. I was very seldom. I had my own business to run. And that's it.
No. No, but you know what? It's really been a gift because we've met so many nice people that are so willing to help.
Our Father's House Soup Kitchen was started in 1989 by a fellow by the name of Jimmy Rattano, a retired businessman from Boca Raton, and his wife Phyllis. It was registered as a 501c, and it started with one room, just the east of us, and they cooked off a plate warmer. That was it. And they were feeding 35 to 40 people a day on a hot plate. And later on, they got a grant from UPS, and they enlarged the kitchen. They put in new facilities, and it's been this way for 25 years. We just celebrated. They didn't celebrate. We had our 25th anniversary 2 weeks ago, because as we say, we don't really celebrate hunger. And that's how we got here.
Well, we have some that have been here 20 years. Olga's been here for 20 years, every Friday, like both so faithful. They're all faithful. And then we have some people that are homeless that come in and help out.
There's another gentleman just came recently.
Dave, that was out front.
Yeah, retired person, executive from a major Fortune 500 company. And he came for one day, and now he comes here twice a week.
That's great.
And he fixes our plumbing, mops our floors. And this is an executive.
From soup to nuts.
From soup to nuts. He just loves it, just loves it. Very nice people. We need new blood. We need volunteers. We need younger people to get involved.
Hi, I'm Catherine Durazari, and I'm so proud to be raising awareness for this cause.
Lily, I'm Katie and Jim's granddaughter.
Hi, I'm Christiana Durazari, and I'm so happy to have this experience to help others. My first time helping at the soup kitchen was Valentine's Day. After going repeatedly, I learned that there are people just like me who have had unfortunate things happen in their life. I learned that there's nothing to be scared of, and it feels so good helping others.
Pinecrest got involved by collecting peanut butter because every day they make sandwiches to hand out, and they have the option of peanut butter and jelly or meat to like bring home. And so they always need like peanut butter and jelly to make the sandwiches. So Pinecrest collected peanut butter. Since I was 5, I've been coming over here with Pub Up, and I would always volunteer, and I would always hand out the desserts and like the coffee. That would always be my job. And then after, we would have to take all of the other volunteers home.
When I first went to the soup kitchen, it was on a very special day, Valentine's Day. I thought that was a great holiday to spread the love, and that's exactly what I did. When we arrived at the soup kitchen, I saw so many people just like me, only they were in need of help. And by help, I mean basic needs of necessities such as food and clothing. Since then, I've decided that I would bring awareness to this cause, and I hope more of you will help me. Thank you.
You know, living in this country for 25 years, coming to this country, seeing the opulence, seeing all the nice stuff around East, then finding the soup kitchen here, and just seeing these people neglected, I just feel that somebody has to step up and do something for them. And I decided that I'll do a little bit and everybody else will do a little, and before you know it, we will be able to help them and change their life one person at a time.
Our main needs are funds, cash. The reason being is we are not state affiliated or federal government. We strictly get donations from people, the everyday person who walks through that door.
We need clothing, we need sneakers, we need, I guess,
T-shirts.
t-shirts, canned
Jeans.
goods, and most of all, just, as I say, financial support and your prayers. We need your prayers to keep us alive.
Our Father's House Soup Kitchen makes a difference because it feeds everybody that comes through without asking them how they got there, what their problems are.
A child is born into poverty every 33 seconds.
More than 15% of Americans live in poverty. 40% of the homeless people are families.
40% of homeless men have served in the armed forces.
Florida has the third largest homeless population in the country.
64% of Florida's homeless are unsheltered.
On average, 2 children in every classroom are homeless.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you. We need you.
We need every one of you.
Offer a hand up rather than a handout.
Offer a hand up rather than a handout.
Offer a hand up rather than a handout.
I like to help people.
Yeah.
I've been doing it all my life. They help me, and so I try to help them, you know. We need more people like that, you know. But I don't know.
Yeah.
All they want is something free.
Visit ofhsoupkitchen.org to find out more.
How you say it's your religion. Who you love is your religion. How you love is your religion. All your science, your religion. All your hatred, your religion. All your wars.